All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill, Carlos Rodon. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. In there at the knees, and we're underway. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. And that one is inside. And down on strikes he goes. One down. Here's Adley Rutschman.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Batting over 300 so far this month.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
Next pitch, not close, up high. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Ramon Laureano.
Yeah, Boog, and he's been just clutch for this team so far in the series. 5 runs batted in to this point. You know, guys like him who can just slow the game down, quiet the nerves when there are runners on base or pressure situations, they're as valuable as it gets. We'll see if he keeps making an impact today.
Gunnar Henderson in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a foul out of play. Rodon ready. Here comes. Caught him looking for the K. Orioles held in check there. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Back in New York. And on the mound now, Charlie Morton. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Paul Goldschmidt, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Morton goes 6 feet 5 inches, 215 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2002. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And here it comes. Just missed.
Outside.
That one misses. And now 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past. It's an issue once again early on.
And here comes Bellinger. First pitch misses. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Goldschmidt makes the turn at second. Coming home. The relay throw. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for New York, Aaron Judge. Big time power. And there's the strike. Judge rips that one. Mullins makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. And let's take a look at the lineup. In the sixth spot for them in this one, Anthony Volpe.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency. That bat stays in the zone for a long time. And he squares up the baseball a lot.
And that is out of play. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball one. That one missed. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's down and in. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
2 on, 1 out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Bellinger, the runner at third. Stanton at first. 1 gone. Ground ball right side. Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
One ball, no strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. Morton to throw over, and he's back in easily. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And that misses.
Ball.
And that's ball 3.
3-1.
Line drive, caught. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles nothing. All set for the start of the inning. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. Rodon back to work. And a breaking ball misses outside. Right through there for a strike. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
That missed. That's a
ball. There's a ball. How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
That is fair. The first baseman,
Ryan O'Hearn, comes up to hit.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. That pitch clips the outside corner, and the count 1-1. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Ramon Laureano.
One and out.
Squirts away a little bit. Man at first, 1 away. That one missing inside.
Ball. That's up.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Next to hit, Colton Cowser. Slider for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Rodon sets and
Nope,
deals.
that's it.
Ball one there. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Outside with a breaking ball. He goes down looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ball one, no strikes. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is that. Orioles strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. The batter now, Austin Wells.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Outside low, ball one. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Ball, that's low.
That's in there. And a count now even up.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Left field, Cowser. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting eight, the second baseman, DJ.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. That'll make it out of here. Third home run of the season. It's 3-0.
Well, Boog, I feel like we're seeing more of this these days than we ever have before. You've got high velocities on the mound. You've got stronger hitters with really good pass to the baseball. So much power in this sport. Opposite field home run. I tell you what, I feel like I see at least one every day, and that was an incredible job to keep that ball fair.
Trent Grisham, the next to hit, takes ball one. Foul ball. Oh, he hit him.
Take your base.
And that got him pretty flush.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the
baseman,
lineup.
Paul.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. He reached out a walk his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
0-2 now. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the grab for the second out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Now batting,
not allowing it to stay
hitter,
in the head,
Cody.
but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Bellinger up to hit. Doubled his first time up.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
That one missed. That's a little bit low.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that's downstairs. And it's 3-0. Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Grisham off of first with 2 away. Pitch is in there, and the count is 3-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
2 outs. Up the middle, a sliding stop at short. Nicely done for the out. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Top half of the third inning, and now Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Next offering is downstairs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting. Second base.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. His first at bat was a strikeout. Missed with a changeup. 1-0. 1 out, bases empty. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Out to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fly to center his first time. And that clips the inside corner. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Way inside, gets out of the way.
We got a full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
3-2. Smoked on the ground a second. LeMahieu gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail in this one 3-0. Set for the bottom of the third. It's Aaron Judge now.
The right fielder.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
There comes an 0-2 to Judge.
No, that missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Judge waits.
2-2.
Pitch misses,
Count is full.
and it's a full count. Drilled out towards left center field. Mullins settles under it. 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Walked his first time.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count. Get the guy in the box on his heels and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Chisholm in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Urias makes the play, and it's out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. Yankees 3 and the Orioles nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Gunnar Henderson. And it's fouled away. The shortstop takes the
That's low.
ball.
That's a ball.
Close,
Nope,
but call the
ball.
ball. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, looking to stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
Look at the commitment to make the play. Down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And next is the designated hitter, Jordan Westberg. Reached on an infield single his first time. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. Westberg in his second season, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. And now 2-0. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
2-1.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now batting.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles.
O'Hearn.
Struck out looking at his first at bat. And that's
One
down
ball,
and
no
away.
strikes.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up
Nope,
good
that's
enough to
outside.
get to the
Ball.
finish line.
Yankees up by 3. Next offering is fouled back. 2-2 now. That one
Full
way
count.
inside. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Good job to fight that one off. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the
The right
result,
fielder,
but
number
also
12,
seeing a lot of
Ramon
pitches. Made him really work out there on the
Laureano.
mound. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense.
Laureano stands in now and watches strike one. And now the count
1-1.
is even. Step off throw to first.
Hey, he's in
O'Hearn
there.
dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Judge makes the grab. And that is that. And the Orioles leave one. They trail it here 3-0. And we're back.
Leading
now
off
it's the
for
shortstop,
Yankees,
Anthony
the
Volpe.
shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Right through there for a strike. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a ball. 2-2.
Ground ball left side. On to O'Hearn. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, catcher Austin Wells.
And here is Austin Wells. Fly to left his first time. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. That's in there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, left field, down the line. Cowser right there to make the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman DJ.
2 down, base is empty.
LeMahieu.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch swinging.
Oh, that's that slurve right
0
there.
balls,
He
1
threw it
strike.
extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That catches the zone for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Down in order go the Yankees. But they lead it 3-0. Ready now for the
Leading
5th
off for
inning.
the Orioles,
And into the box
the
for
left fielder,
Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
Cowser.
Rodon back to work. Strike 1.
You know, these Orioles just aren't
It's
putting
0-1.
great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard
Now
out of the
that's
zone,
the
and
third
he just
baseman,
couldn't hold up the
Ramon
swing. You know, as a
Urias.
hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Oh, that one rides up and in.
Straighten him up a little bit. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
One down, base is empty. And that
2-1.
one almost got him.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
And now it's going to be Cedric Mullins. There's the strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Way high
One ball,
there.
2 strikes.
And the count 1-2. And a good eye there.
Ball.
To the right side, and it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jackson.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Two outs. Hit in the air, left field. Volpe under it. And that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Yankees 3 and the Orioles nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Keegan Aiken.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Now here's Trent Grisham, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Andrew Kittredge is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside. That one pushed to the left and foul. Breaking ball inside. 3-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three-two. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him swinging.
Well, that high four-seam fastball, it's become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Goldie stands in now, looks at that one inside. And another ball. Slice to right. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. That misses.
That missed. That's a
and that's
ball.
ball one. Goldie leads off first with one away. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
And misses inside. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That's outside. Now 3-1. Aaron Judge waiting to hit for the Yankees. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bellinger dives back.
He beat it. He beat it.
And ball 1 to Judge. Fastball for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Backed off the plate that time. Runner on the go. And he shatters his bat on the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. Judge out on the play. And that will end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, all set for the top of the 6th. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Gets the outside corner with that one. Activity in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga getting ready to go. Cruz warming up as well. Fought off foul. Line to left. And that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that's outside. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Here comes Rutschman around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's now a 2-run game.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now the DH, Jordan Westburg, 1 for 2. A little bit low.
Nope, ball.
1-0.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Henderson rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. And it's a one-run game.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a
Right.
big spot. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
And
the
we've got
Yankees,
ourselves a pitching change. Ryan
number 33.
Yarbrough.
Still a lot of game
Ryan.
left, and this game could go either way. So
Yarbrough.
this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. Inside.
Ball inside.
Ball one. With the tying run at second, and we're the top half of the sixth. The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. And a breaking
2-2.
ball misses outside. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Laureano comes up to hit. He's 0 for 1.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
0-1.
Man at second. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And that
1-2.
skips in the dirt. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And that is downstairs. 2-2. Yarbrough throws over. Westburg back on a dive. Westburg, the runner at second with one away. Next pitch is outside. Colton Cowser in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball four to a board.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
First and second, one out. Cowser, the next to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch, and he just misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
1-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him way out front of the slurve.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Digging in, Ramon Urias. And that's in for a strike. In the air, right side of the infield. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 2.
Pitching for the
Back
Orioles.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kittredge.
Just tryone to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Stanton now. A strikeout and a walk. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. There's the strike, 95 of that one. That's down and in. The count 2-1. Just missed. And that one pulled foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he chases that one. Now 1 away.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
swings and blasts one deep to left center. Raging back towards the wall. Out of here. His second home run of the series. It's 4-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is fouled back. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Cut on and lifted in the air. He makes the grab. That's out number 2.
The catcher, number 28, Austin.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And ball 1. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-2.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound,
43.
Jonathan Loaisiga. He's been so good against lefties.
Loaisiga.
Cedric
Leading off for
Mullins
the
digs
Orioles,
in now.
the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Slice the other way and foul. That one fouled off. Loaisiga fires, gets a piece, and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside low. Now 1-2. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
Those plays can be
Now
tricky.
back,
They're
the second
routine,
baseman,
but that doesn't mean it's
Jackson
always going to be smooth. He
Holiday.
delivered a good play right there.
So digging in, Jackson Holiday. 0 for 3 in this one. Loaisiga in his 7th season, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Nicaragua. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike. That pitch gets the inside corner. That is strike 2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. That catches the outside corner. 0-1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And he takes a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And 1-2.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 4-2.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yennier Cano. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. He's already homered in this game.
LeMahieu.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And it's even up.
1-1.
That one out to right. Laureano gets under it. Makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Trent.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And the first offering is not close. Right through there for a strike. Chopper to second. Holiday sends it to first. That takes care of Grisham.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one off the mark, and it's 2-0. That's ripped, base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cody.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-0.
He swings and fouls one off. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pen in terms of the matchup.
Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit.
The shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
First pitch, not close. Movement in the Yankees pen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone.
Ball.
Inside, just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Fouled off. He was late.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And a big swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's one down.
That's about as nasty of a split as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Jordan Westberg now at the plate. That misses, and that is ball 1. One down, base is empty. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still down by a count of 4-2.
Now pitching for
Back
Baltimore.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brian Baker.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Aaron Judge
Leading
at the plate. Over 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Aaron Judge.
Misses outside. Ball 1. Line drive. Laureano makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike 2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Sir Anthony Dominguez is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. That misses. 1-2 to count. Slider misses outside. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
2 down, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Falling behind 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
And there's a ball.
I know his slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
That's in there. And now 3-2.
Count's full.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees.
back, and here comes the closer,
Number
Devin
38.
Williams.
And Boog, the offense needs to be ready for the screwball. It's not a pitch you see very often, so it's tough to pick up, and it's a good one.
So digging in, Ramon Laureano.
The right fielder, number 12, Ramon Laureano.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one ripped, but foul. That one not close. 2-1. Strike on the inside corner. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting.
So up next, Colton Cowser. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Outside low, 1-0.
1-0.
The Orioles down by a pair here at the top of the ninth. And that's way
That's the
high.
ball.
Now 2-0.
2-0. Ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ramon
Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Just
Ball.
missed.
That's down.
Tying run at the plate. Just
Outside.
missed.
Ball.
Hit on the ground to short. Volpe. Off balance feed. There's one. And that's a double play to end it.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next.
Your New York Yankees.
Just about ready to roll. And today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Just missed. That misses the zone. 3-1. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit, takes outside. Rodon, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. That one fouled hard the other way. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Goldie makes the grab, one down.
Batting first.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now.
Henderson.
And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Colton Cowser.
Boy, he's really piling up the ribbies in this series, man. 7 runs knocked in already. You got to give credit to his teammates for getting on base ahead of him and giving him those opportunities. But ultimately, it's on him in that spot to knock those runners in, and he's been doing it. Good for him, making the most of every opportunity.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
0-1.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
One out and a runner at second. Rodon fires. Ball one there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Jordan Westburg will hit next. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
No, that's up.
That one at 95, missed up top. 1-1. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Grisham sizing this one up. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. First pitch misses.
Well, if he's going to steal second,
One ball, no
you want him
strikes.
to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
O'Hearn checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Grisham trying to get there. Drops into the glove. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Orioles 1 and the Yankees coming to bat. Back in the Bronx and towing the slab in this one, Charlie Morton. What do we need to know here?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Paul Goldschmidt, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next pitch misses. 2-0.
2-0.
Just off the inside edge. There's the strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over first.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Batting third, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here comes Aaron Judge. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. massive admission. His 27th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson handles, throws to first, and they take care of Stanton for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one missed.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. And that's in the dirt. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Chisholm leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Morton to throw over.
No, too late.
Two outs. Inside. Just missed. Right-hander kicks, deals.
2-2.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Austin Wells, the next to hit. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in the Bronx. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Ramon Laureano.
Rodon back to work. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Batting 8, the third baseman.
Now here is Ramon Urias. And first offering is fouled off. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Rodon ready. Here it comes. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there. And our score remains 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. The right-hander back to work. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He
0-2.
threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
On to O'Hearn. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Pitch miss there. Now 2-2. That one just misses.
Count is full.
And they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Now looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Ground ball to first, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. So they make short work of him there. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles 1. On to the 3rd inning, and now here is Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Fought off foul.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, when you go the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
So digging in, Jackson Holliday. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. Oh, he doesn't get the call.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1. Two.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Here's Adley Rutschman. First time up was a pop out. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. And they trail it here 2-1. Back in New York as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
Got him on the off-balance throw. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here is Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one.
Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense. And when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2. Judge waits. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Stanton batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Finds its way through, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The third baseman, number 13, Jazz.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Gets to it with a slide. And very nicely done for the out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles 1. Start of the 4th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Hit on the ground to the right side. LeMahieu is there. Whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jordan Westburg. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Westburg, 26 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And that is out of play.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that gets down into the gap. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
One out, runner at second. And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next pitch is downstairs. Westberg leads off second with one gone in the inning. Popped in the air, left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's two down.
The batter, the right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Laureano comes up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing. He went too far and it's a strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch kicks away. Westberg up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Next pitch is outside. And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Not close with that one. And now it's 3-2. Colton Cowser in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And ball 4 to aboard.
Now batting, left fielder Colton Cowser.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike up high. It's 0-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
2 on, 2 outs.
Ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that's in there at the knees. 2 on, 2 outs. And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
The next offering misses. 3-2 down.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Stays alive. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom 4, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
Volpe.
Just
That
missed.
That's the ball.
Strike on the outside corner, and the count 1-1.
Outside. That's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. On the outside corner, got him looking. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
Wells.
A changeup missing, and that is ball one. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now two balls and a strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. And he's out, trying for two.
Got a lot of hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
The center fielder, number 12.
So man aboard, Trent Grisham getting ready to hit. He reached out to walk his first time. And that one is downstairs. Ball one. And another ball. LeMahieu, the runner at first with two gone.
Nope. Ball.
Paul Goldschmidt hitting on deck circle. That one finds the zone. 3-1. And there's a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. No runs on two base hits. No errors and one man left. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles 1. Back here in New York, top five, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Ramon Urias. Rodon back to work. That's a strike.
You know, these Orioles finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Waves at defender for the strikeout.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Mullins in the box now as he looks at ball one.
1-0.
Second plate appearance of the day for him. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. The Yanks leading by a run, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Over to Goldie, and they get Mullins for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
So the batting order turns over. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Singled back in the first and scored their only run. He's 1 for 2. There's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's to third, and that one handled. On to first, and the Orioles set down in order. 3 up, 3 down for them there. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles 1. Back in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. Outside, and it's 1-0. And another ball. And that one clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it, and that's a great play for the out.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That clips the corner. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Misses off the inside. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that just misses.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Good eye right there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. To kick the 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping to get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Judge up for the third time here, watches that one miss. First sign of movement in the Orioles bullpen. Andrew Kittredge is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken, the lefty, warming up as well. Next offering is down low.
2-0.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball. 3-1.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Giancarlo Stanton. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That's all for Charlie Morton. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Coming
Orioles.
on for the Orioles, Andrew
Number
Kittredge.
39.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Ball 1, no strikes. Judge off of first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Off the plate. The count now 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Yanks lead one. They lead it 2-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that's down and away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Stanton calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop
Gunnar Henderson digs in now. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And now it's even up.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Ripped on a line to center. Grisham pulls that one down, and there's 2 away.
Now batting,
and here is Jordan Westburg. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's outside, and that's ball one.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles 1. Bottom of the 6. Now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one upstairs, ball one. Action in the pen down there. Yennier Cano, the young right-hander, up and throwing. The 1-0. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That's down and in. A slider missed. Jazz goes down on strikes.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And a foul ball. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out.
The
The one
catcher,
before
number
just
28,
caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Wells in the box again. Takes a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And the 0-2. Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. So the Yanks go in order, but they still lead it 2-1. A new pitcher in the game, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Well,
Now
the best
pitching
relievers
for the
love the
Yankees,
opportunity to come in and protect
number
the tight
23,
lead late in the ball game.
Jonathan
Some of them are just wired
Loaisiga.
different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game, and into the box for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. That's in there. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Misses
No, that's
inside. And now it's even 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Check swing. One around. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And next for the Orioles, Ramon Laureano. He is struck out and he is walked. Just
That's
missed.
high, that's a ball.
Loaisiga goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slurve, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hamilton getting loose as well. Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that skips in the dirt. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, left field. Stanton on the move. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Colton Cowser.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Stays alive. Next offering way off the plate. Ramon Urias in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yennier Cano.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Cano.
DJ LeMahieu will get things going.
Yankees, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Number 12, Trent Grisham.
Now at the plate, Trent Grisham. Off the mark there, and that is ball 1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he's on at first.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Grisham, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. There's a swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That's down and in.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Designated hitter, Cody.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts.
Bellinger.
0 for 3 in this one. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Just off the inside edge. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Towards first, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Now pitching.
Well, he's been a really
Yankees,
tough guy to take deep this season.
Number 63.
You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Double-barreled
0-1.
action in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Number 70, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering misses down and away.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And a ball evens the count.
Ball.
That's a really good take.
Two now. On the ground, right side. LeMahieu gets it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you
Up
have
next
to
for the
deliver
Orioles,
consistently.
the center fielder,
It doesn't matter
Cedric
how many highlight reel plays you make if you
Mullins.
can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Mullins up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
You don't
1
want to
ball,
get
no
beat by a
strike.
fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch misses
Ball.
there. 2-1.
2-1.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now a chance for Jackson Holiday. 1 for 3. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Late that time, it's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
0-2 now.
Ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching for
Back
Baltimore.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
56.
bottom of the 8th, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home
Yankees,
team.
the
Now
right
it's
fielder,
Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Outside low, 1-0.
1-0.
There's the strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Keegan Aiken is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. And there's the strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And first offering is fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now,
Yankees.
and on the mound, the closer,
Number
Devin
38.
Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Adley Rutschman now at the plate.
The catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
That one missed.
2-0.
And And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And fouled off.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
That's outside. Full count now. Gunnar Henderson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into left center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Henderson in the box here lets that one go for a ball. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That's in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And that misses. 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
He's 2 outs away. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Right through there for a strike. On the ground, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. The double play ends it right here.
Any day of the week, a pitcher will take 2 for 1. Nice double play to get him out of the jam. They get the W. Way to go, guys.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.